It is comprised of members of the parliament as well as ministers, and above all, a large gathering of Catholics and non-Catholics gathered at the premises of the cultural center of Benedict the XVI. These are the live visuals we are getting from Bolavalana in Negombo. Negombo is a major city in Sri Lanka located on the west coast of the island and at the mouth of the Negombo Lagoon in the western province, Sri Lanka. Negombo is the fifth largest city in the country after the capital Colombo, Kandy, Jaffna and Galle, and it is the second largest city in the western province after Colombo. International Airport of Sri Lanka is situated in Negombo. Negombo is also the administrative capital of the Negombo division. It is one of the major commercial hubs in Sri Lanka with about 128,000 inhabitants within the city limits. It is located approximately 35 kilometers north of Colombo city. Negombo is known for its huge and old fishing industry with the busy fish markets and sand beaches. International Airport of Sri Lanka also situated in the suburb of this city. And bringing you all the details about this particular visit, with me is, as always, none other than Reverend Father Benedict Joseph. Reverend Father Benedict Joseph would like to know, once again, the reason behind in constructing this particular cultural center, especially under the name of His Holiness Pope Benedict the XVI.
Yes, I think there is a lot of significance when it comes to building this special institution. When you talk of the Catholic population, Negombo takes quite an important place, and we consider Negombo as the mini Rome. That is because so many Catholics are concentrated in these areas. Then this particular area, the Bolavalana, is in close vicinity to the main city of Negombo, and there too, this area is full of Catholics, and also this particular building that we see was renovated. Earlier it was the Catholic training college for our teachers, and that served the church and also the nation very much. And after that, this was sort of left behind and it wasn't made use of. So Cardinal Malcolm Ranjit took the initiative to build this so that it will be made use of by the Catholics in Sri Lanka as well as in other countries closer to Sri Lanka.
Now we see the opening prayer of His Holiness Pope Francis the Holy Father in inaugurating the cultural center in Bolavalana, named under the name of His Holiness Pope Benedict the XVI.
Let us pray to the Father with the words of Savior Jesus Christ taught us.
Pope Benedict the XVI was born in Germany in 1927 and grew up under war, reparations from the World War I as the Nazi regime was gaining power. He was briefly a member of the Hilda Youth in his early teens after membership became mandatory in 1941. He turned his early teens and turned to the theological studies after the war, helping found the influential journal The Communio. He was elevated to the papacy in 2005. In February 2013, Benedict XVI resigned from his position as Pope. His Holiness Pope Francis, after inaugurating Benedict XVI, the Cultural Center, will leave to the airport for the departure to Manila, Philippines, where he will stay in Manila, Philippines for 5 days. The original name of Pope Benedict XVI was Joseph Ratzinger. He was elevated to the papacy on the 19th of April 2005 upon the death of the Pope John Paul II, and celebrated his papal inauguration Mass 5 days later. Known for his rigid views on Catholicism, he has sought a more inclusive image as Pope. In 2008, Benedict made his first visit as Pope to the United States, where he spoke out against the clerical sexual abuse and delivered an address at the United Nations. That same year, to foster relations and understanding between religions, Pope Benedict XVI addressed the first Catholic-Muslim Forum, a 3-day conference of Catholic theologians and Islamic scholars. And in February 2013, at the age of 85, Pope Benedict XVI announced that he would be resigning on the 28th of February 2013, becoming the first Pope in centuries to step down from his post. According to several media reports, Benedict's decision centered on his old age and physical and mental weakness. In one statement, the Pope explained, "I have come to the certainty that my strengths, due to an advanced age, are no longer suited to an adequate exercise." Unquote.
Really, with the initiation of this particular project, I'm sure there will be many an activity that will take place here. And the Church considers the culture of a country as the basis for our coexistence, and then also building up bridges and relationships. And today it becomes so imperative that we work ourselves with the cultural enterprises and then also cultural activities that really work in the country. And therefore, when we talk of the culture, we have the Buddhist culture, we have the national culture, we have the Christian culture, there is Buddhist culture, then also cultures that go along with the other religions, and then also the peoples. So it is truly a great asset this would be with time, and I am sure the Church can play quite a role, especially in this regard.
The construction work of this particular cultural center, named under Pope Benedict XVI, was carried out by the members of both Sri Lanka Navy and Sri Lanka Air Force. And now we can see the Holy Father along with His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit taking a special group photograph.
It is so interesting to note the enthusiasm shown by the people who come to meet the Holy Father. Whether it was the international airport at Katunayaka or at the BMICH, where he met the Buddhist and other religionists, we saw how the people were so keen to have a closer view of him, if possible even to touch him. Similarly, even at this place, we see the same thing. People of high ranks, people who matter, ordinary people, all of them have the same eagerness to get to the Holy Father and then have a closer view, also to see him face to face in closer range.
The moment he landed a couple of days ago at the Bandaranaike International Airport, the enthusiasm that he has been receiving, the overwhelming welcome, the homage that he has been receiving from Sri Lankans is quite overwhelming, Reverend Father.
Yes.
And it has been a continuous exercise right throughout. There was no breakages in between. And yesterday we saw at the shrine of Our Lady in Madhu, still the enthusiasm was there.
I think this mood is created wherever he goes. Even when he goes to other countries, we see the same enthusiasm shown. People are so eager to meet him. If they get a chance to touch him, and also to get a very closer view of his personality. And he is very charming, very simple in his ways. Whatever he utters has so much meaning, relevance to the times. People are keen to see him and then also to listen to him. He always speaks sense, and what he says really touches the lives of people.
So with that, we come to the end of the live coverage, where we brought to you the visuals from Bolavalana Nicambo, where the Holy Father, His Holiness Pope Francis, inaugurated the Cultural Center, Pope Benedict the XVI. So thank you very much once again, Reverend Father Benedict Joseph, and hope to speak to you once again at the departure of the Holy Father at the Bandaranaike International Airport. And this is Dushan Vas signing off.